Hello, everybody, and Rob should be here any second now. We are live. I don't know what Rob should be here. Big weekend in the NFL. NBA's in full force. And Caitlin Clark played. Yeah, where are you, Rob?
How are you? I'm coming in now.
Okay, I thought you said you got it, so I'm not looking for it. I just started, went live. Rob's joining us any second now. Hopefully we'll have a big audience tonight. We were off last week because of the holidays. And Caitlin Clark news is big because she played in a Pro-Am. Here's Rob.
What's up?
Rob's here.
Party can start now.
The streamer should be on. I'm assuming we're on live stream right now. Let's check. I'll check it on the.
Okay. Oh. Well, I learned my lesson that day. Play that funky music, white boy. We got going here.
All right. It says we're live. Oh, monetization. That should be on. What's that called? What's that?
In the NBA.
Why is it off? This video cannot. All right. I don't know why it's doing that to me. All right. We appear to be live, Rob. But we have no viewers because we were off to waiting for comments.
We were off for a while, so yeah, we were off for a while.
Caitlin Clark fanatics will be here eventually.
Yeah, I saw people respond to about the sneakers, about the shoes.
Oh, I didn't get a chance to do that. I got 4 of the 5 videos up. So I have to wait for our diehards to get here, I guess, Rob.
Oh, all righty. I know that
All right, should I do a survey?
Oh, it's all locked.
Post where you're from.
Maybe I should go to. Okay, I'll go to you.
All right. PM. Post where your personal message. That's a personal message? I don't know.
Post from where you're from. Post where you're from.
What does that do?
I'm from the hood.
Rob's from the hood?
Yeah.
All right.
HH. I'm from HH.
All right. I'm assuming we're live, Rob. Does it say live on your computer? It says that we're live. I don't want to open it up because then it causes a feedback on problem. If I open it up.
I see.
But it should notify people who are members. So how many live viewers did you get 2 weeks ago? There's a lot of comments on the Caitlin Clark video and having to do with the
shoes.
The shoes. Was there? Let me just see
the
videos. The football one just went up. And
okay.
The other 3, I didn't do the basketball. I didn't edit the basketball one yet. So it's not even up. I might put it up tomorrow. The other 3 are up. Yeah, the Caitlin Clark's new shoe contract got almost 2,000 views since it went up. I think it went up early this afternoon.
That's pretty good out. That's pretty good out the gate for not being around. Yeah, just put it up. It's got like 2,000 views already.
Someone got two people disliked it. Like, what are you disliking about a video like that? If you dislike it, at least tell me why you're disliking it. I can dislike the video. I explained the contract, and then I said I'm not making any bold things. I'm just telling you what the real world is. That's its contract. Paige Beckers did not get many views. Yeah. No. Caitlin Clark in the program has just been up for a little while. So anyway, let me just see. Yeah, we just put up the NFL one. I made it about Josh Allen. So there we go. Let's see.
Yeah, you might not get well. You might just get the faithful Buffalo people. Oh my God, this girl's tiny.
Bobby's obsessed with the fact that I'm just giving Caitlin Clark credit to only be the fourth best player in the league, and he keeps talking about it. It's not just the LGBA, but also the NFL, the Major League, any other sports league. The fourth best player in the league engages with Shu shall be named to channel cross appeal any sports figure, at least in this stage of your career.
I saw that. That's pretty funny. I thought it was somebody else who's at the fourth best. I didn't know you said it's the fourth best. Let's see, Buffalo. You got on your team, Buffalo.
Nazi has done about as much for Caitlin Clark as the Democratic Party wanted to have Trump win, as far as anyone could tell. She's Sue. What's that? Someone make a comment, Rob?
No, I was just listening to what you're saying.
No. We're definitely live, but we have no viewers. So that's not good. We had one or two viewers. I don't know what happened to them. Uh-oh. That's when you take a week off, Rob. Let me know if someone comes out and read the comments.
Oh, okay.
I'm not looking at the screen. She can easily make $20 million with each shoe released. I don't know about that. Some LeBron shoes made Nike $300 million. Yeah, I know. Let's see.
Oh, she is. This number is 7. Number 7 from Rochester, New York. She's a freshman. Where'd she go to school? Where'd you go to school?
Yeah, someone made a comment here, Rob. Made a good comment that says they're completely silent about the fact that she plays in the LGBA Pro-Am event last week. They didn't even say anything about it on the WNBA. Like, congratulations. People just don't like the fact that Nike has done nothing to promote Caitlin Clark.
Yeah. Oh. Nice take. Okay, enough of this. Sports.
It is confusing, Rob, that Nike seems very quiet about the Caitlin Clark shoes and just hasn't even said anything. It's very strange.
Yeah, it's very strange. Yeah, it's very strange how they just kind of just blew it off. And I was dancing and singing. Oops, it's too much.
Well, it says we're live, so I'm assuming we are.
Yeah. Maybe just holding off. Well, at least they responded to the video, so we know it's coming on. So we got was Monday night game is Houston and Dallas.
Let
Yeah.
me look it up. I think it's Houston and Dallas. Yeah, because I remember it was 2 Texan teams. Yeah. So it's at 8:15.
Who do you got? Who do you got? Houston or Dallas?
Are you serious? Dallas is named quarterback.
Hey, you got that? What's his name? Copper or Cooper?
Is that who's playing? I don't know who's starting for them. Is that who's starting for them?
Let me see. Who is starting for?
Let me go to Gamecast. It'll probably say.
Yeah.
Let's see. He's an injured reserve, so he's gone for a while. I think you got to sit out at least 4 weeks.
All I care about is that at least Stroud can get over 16 points for my fantasy, and I'll win in another. I've already won in one league.
Oh.
It's like two-hand touch, Casey, when Allen was running. That was brutal.
What? What was brutal?
I'm watching the run again with Allen. It's like the guy like two-hand touches him, doesn't try to tackle him.
What game was this?
The Buffalo game.
Oh, you're watching the highlights?
They were just showing.
Yeah.
I'm watching the Monday Night Countdown.
That run?
Monday Night Football Countdown. Yeah.
That's a pretty exciting run. When he first
Yeah,
dropped
it was
back,
a
I
two-hand touch,
saw
like,
the defender there. I thought, I don't know if he made the right decision. And then he just like faked it and he went the other way and he just lost everybody. And they tried to
he saw everybody was there. Yeah, he saw people there like,
So anyway, let me see what some more comments are here. Let me see some more comments. Someone thinks Paige is fragile.
I don't know about that.
I don't draw conclusions this early in someone's career yet. She says skinnier CC, and she's taller than CC. CC says she's not 6 feet. I don't know if is CC 5'11" and a half.
There's your buddy Bezo. What's up, Bezo?
Someone found out about our show. We were trying to hide it.
Yeah, maybe. No, he was on vacation. He was chilling, Basil.
Did I chase all the commentators away? I think last week we didn't do it because it was vacation. I was on vacation, plus it was a holiday. And the week before, I was on holiday and Rob did it by himself, although I was there in the beginning and the end. And so I didn't scare anybody away. Rob scared everybody away 2 weeks ago.
No, I had over 200. We had fun. We had fun without you.
Basically, if you get notified when it goes live, right? Like something comes on your phone or you get a notification of some type. So like people should get notified. So yeah. So I didn't scare anybody. I didn't scare anybody away. I wasn't on those. So that's not the reason. I think it's just because we weren't on last week, and Caitlin Clark news is slow. The biggest news was the WNBA draft, and that doesn't involve Caitlin Clark. That was the biggest news, besides the Pro-Am, which was not even basketball. So,
yeah, that's right, Basil. We were buzzing when the mark was just me.
There's 4 videos up today, Basil. There's 3 on Caitlin Clark. 2 on Caitlin Clark, 1 on the WNBA draft and Paige Beckers, and then 1 on football. There's a basketball video coming up. I haven't edited it yet. Okay. Yeah, if you hit the notification bell, I think when we go live, it notifies you that we're live. So it's a good thing to do. But you don't have to. I mean, if you don't want the notification, I don't want to pressure you to do it. But
okay. That's cool.
So what is going on with Nike? Why are they so silent on Caitlin Clark? That is a good question, though. I will say that. Because people said, they're not promoting her, they're not mentioning her, they're not making the shoes.
They don't care.
So we'll see what happens. Anyways, we got two people. It looks like a CBS, so it's a video. It looks like. Does it tell you will it tell you who the viewers are when you do this? Let me click on this. No.
I don't think so.
Okay. What do you want to talk about, Bayless? You only got two people listening, so you and somebody else who's not making a comment. So tell us what you want to talk about. We did a football video that just went out about the Bills and MVP.
Yeah, you're right. She's definitely going to get a bigger cut of sales, Basil. She will.
Right. So Cindy Collins says, well, somebody with smart comments. Thanks, guys. You're right. We don't know, but everyone wants to put out content and get clicks. Exactly. That's exactly why I did this video, Rob, because I kept seeing people saying, oh, her agent needs to be fired. She got ripped off. It was like, you don't even know. I'm just an idiot.
Yeah, this any kind of contracts like that. You put something out there like that, it's like,
Yeah. Caitlin's radio silence is golden. She's a lot smarter than we think. I don't know if she's smarter than we think, because I think she's a genius. The way she handles everything, I think Caitlin Clark's a genius.
She's going to be making big bucks.
That's why I know that this contract can't be as bad as people think it is, because she's not stupid to sign one.
Yeah.
Even if she didn't have the leverage because the other places ones dropped off, they're idiots for dropping out, because there's a lot of money to be made. Nike's going to make a lot of money off her. But Caitlin Clark will follow the Maya Moore route, win 4 titles in 8 years and retire at 79, so she can spend time promoting women's soccer.
He said, put your lawyer hat on and tell the idiots how people can break contracts.
How they can break contracts? Well, I'm not sure she can break this contract very easily. That's probably not so easy.
Well, why not? Why won't she? How can she not just?
How can she break the contract?
Yeah.
Well, she can be sued for breaking the contract. Rob says that's what the whole point of a contract is.
Uh-huh.
Who cares? It's nobody's business. Get a life. Like,
someone put that in there?
Someone named Courtney. Who cares? It's nobody's business. Get a life over a Caitlin Clark Nike shoe deal. Apparently a lot of people care.
A lot of people care.
I just hide. Let's see. I'll remove the comment. I won't hide the user because that's only one comment.
Yeah,
I don't like bullshit like that. Oh, anyway.
I never liked the name Courtney anyway.
Yeah.
Well, Courtney, this reminds me of one of my favorite movies, In the Heat of the Night.
Okay. I disagree. I think the Fever should go for Sonia Citron. I don't even know who she is. Is she a player from Europe, or is she a player in the
Well, let me look it up. Let me look her up. Sonia
Citron. Sonia, Sonia Citron.
Uh-huh.
She's a versatile guard who can play the three if needed, and she also played with CC under Unit World Cup dominant. I think is she I don't know where she plays in US or not.
Sonia Citron.
She go off the bench to replace Hall too. I don't know who she is.
Yeah, she sounds like she's almost like Italian.
Well, when Mick does videos, Rob, he does so many videos that says she's at Notre Dame.
Oh yeah, she's Notre Dame. She's Notre Dame guard.
They got 2 good point guards, so she's not a point guard.
She's 6'1".
She's okay.
Yeah, she's 6'1".
Your older head, I tell these people how people
from White Plains, New York.
She's okay. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Yeah, let's see at the end of the year how she's playing. I don't even know who she is.
Let me look at her stats.
Never know. So
she averages. Let's see. She averages 10 points a game, 7 rebounds. That's last year. So she averages 10.3 rebounds. How many points she scored this season? Hold on. They played 3 games. She scored how many points? Now she got 10 points first game, 7, and then 14.
Right. Let me see what other comments we got. We can respond. We can respond to the comments on the show instead of me responding to them. Okay.
Oh, she plays it too. Oh, okay.
CC will sell quickly. They need a massive amount. Designing sportswear with Nike. I don't know if that's true or not. It's very quiet.
So when do you think they're going to announce it? Before you think they'll announce it Christmas or?
I don't know. Maybe they're going to have Christmas. Then they would want to announce it right before Thanksgiving, right?
Well, they should announce it now. That's everything else. Everything's Christmas right now. They should announce it now for sales.
Well, they want it to come out on Friday after Thanksgiving. Like they want
to. It's gonna be like the cabbage. Could be like the Cabbage Patch Kids.
Yeah, they
remember that.
Yeah,
remember that? That was crazy. People were going crazy, flying across the country just to get the Cabbage Patch down for their kids. That was freaking wild.
Yeah. Okay. So this guy says every top athlete gets points on their shoes. You do not reveal some massive fact here. I said I wasn't revealing anything. I was just revealing that you can't tell if it's a bad deal or a good deal unless you know the percentage. The deal is bad because of the upfront amount, which was extremely low, and for the fact that Nike has harmed CC in supporting and promoting his player. This is not rocket science, guys. No, you can't tell it's bad. What if she has a really high percentage per shoe? That is so wrong. Just because other people get a certain percentage doesn't mean she doesn't get a higher percentage, right? It's just so stupid. People are so dumb.
Yeah.
Yes, if she has a normal percentage, it's not a good deal for her. But I doubt she does. Well, actually, she's going to sell a lot of shoes, so even her percentage is average. She's just going to get so much more money than everybody else because she's going to sell so many more shoes than everybody else.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw Miles play Bezos. She's all right. Yeah, she's all right. Yeah, she doesn't really impress me either. I saw Miles play. She's so. I don't know. She's not really. I wasn't impressed with her either. I was talking about Bezos. I was talking about the girl from Iowa State. I think her next name is Crooks. She's a big girl. Have you seen her play yet?
I saw her play once last year in the playoffs, Rob. I know that. It was part of a game.
I was asking Bezos if he saw her.
I know. I was just commenting on mine.
Right, you're right. Bezos got it right. It's also wrong. People are saying that Nike is hurting her for lack of promotion. It's not Nike's job.
Why would they promote a shoe that's not ready yet? Yeah. What do they want? The shoe's not ready. Why would they be promoting it? I mean, it is kind of strange that they're very quiet about it, but I guess they're just there's nothing to talk about until the shoe's designed and ready for a launch date. So there's really not much for them to say. I don't remember them saying anything about Michael Jordan's shoe before it came out.
Right. I mean, all this was Michael Jordan's going to have a shoe. So okay. So what else can they say if it's not out there?
Yeah. One person says Caitlin does not seem dissatisfied. She's not stupid, and she knows what's. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. If Caitlin Clark thought she was a big deal, she could negotiate another one. She's so popular right now. She could renegotiate, even though she doesn't have any right to.
Yeah, she's a big girl. Basil. Yeah, she makes the round mound look small. She does. She's only a sophomore. Crooks is only a sophomore.
Bobby's obsessed with this fourth best player in the WNBA.
Yeah, I was laughing.
In another comment, he put it in twice in this one.
Yeah, I know. I was laughing. Hope he shows up.
Rob likes defense. Rob's not going to give her higher than fourth the way her defense is right now.
No, I don't think so.
I think Rob probably feels it even more strongly than I do. I'm just sorry. I watched those NBA finals, and Nafisa Collier and Brianna Stewart's defense was so good. One game, Brianna Stewart, after she had that bad game, she had like 7 steals in one game. It's like, and she plays on-ball defense too. That's good. It's not just off-ball steals she's getting.
Right.
And even though Asia Wilson gets the benefit of calls, she just played great defense.
Hey, what's up, Boxing Bulldogs? What's up?
Boxing Bulldogs is here.
Yeah.
It's about time. You're late. You started 25 minutes ago. How you doing, Boxing? So, yeah. So what's going on, Boxing? That's all right. We'll forgive you. We've got a slow start because we didn't have a show last week, and then Rob scared everybody away 2 weeks ago. I'm just kidding. I've been on for 2 weeks.
Hey, Basil, you think that they named her first name is Audie? You think the parents really went on a limb to try to name her after a car?
There's this one guy on here on our show who thinks Caitlin Clark is the best player in the league, and he gets all upset when I say, I thought that the MVP voting was pretty fair. But that's where she belongs. But I've also said like 100 times, I think she'll be the best player in the league by the end of next year. I don't think she will be from day one, but by the time she adjusts to the new teammates that she's going to have a couple new teammates and the new coach, and the fact that she's finally maybe get some calls and she's going to have she's going to have to put more effort on defense and she's going to play. I think she'll be the best player. But
yeah, the last time we were talking about the coach and stuff like that and how she would do.
She's definitely the best offensive player in the WNBA. No question in my mind. She's the best offensive player.
Who, Clark?
Yeah, but I think defense is like 40% of the game in terms of rating a player. I don't think it's 50%, but I think it's 40%. You can't just ignore that 40%, though.
Right,
the other players are all good offensive players, and great offensive players and great defensive players. You just can't ignore that fact when there's so much.
That's all around. Yeah, I mean George Gervin, he was the best offensive player. Couldn't play a lick of defense, but he sure scored.
I think he led the league 4 times, or he never won the MVP. I think came in MVP second a couple of times, but yeah, but neither did Big Dog Robinson either. But I don't think he led the league in scoring though.
Yeah, Audis are overrated. I like my Mazda. I have my little Mazda. That's my next car, SUV I'll probably get is a Mazda. I got a Mazda 3. That thing's awesome.
No change for Dallas with the number 1 pick. They're not really a sports freak. Doesn't lend itself to makeovers, guaranteed contracts, roster restrictions, pay restrictions when changing teams. I don't want to. Rookie contracts will be no longer than 2 years. Bottom line. Yes.
Yeah, I hated Big Dog too, Basil, in those days.
What's that?
I was talking respond to Basil.
The Big Dog days?
Yeah. Back in Purdue.
I
know Boxing Bulldogs. We were talking about that before we were doing our videos. There's some kind of abuse, but there's nothing out about that. What's going on?
The only thing I see is that Jewel Lloyd was upset because she got criticized or something like that. It's like probably because she was shooting like crap, but and she kept shooting. She had a bad shooting percentage this year. I don't know how the team didn't seem to get along that poorly when they played.
Like Boxing said, the players were following each other, and
yeah, I believe some of the players might get along. Like the coach seemed nice the first time they played the Fever, and then after that, she just seemed to unravel in that one game. And then she calls herself a gangster. And then I just thought she was out of line. in that game.
Gangster. What are some of these coaches? I never called myself a gangster. As a coach, I mean, I never.
Yeah, she had this nice demeanor to her, and then.
I mean, why would I promote myself being a gang? I'm a gangster. Hey, you guys, come play with me. I'm a gangster coach.
Yes,
What's that supposed to mean?
It sounds even worse coming from a woman.
I mean, yeah, especially. And then look at Teresa Witherspoon, who actually got another coaching job.
I want to do a video about that, Rob. She got hired by someone in basketball, and it was unrivaled, obviously, within WNBA, which I think she should be banned from. But the unrivaled, they only needed 6 coaches. They couldn't find 6 coaches besides her.
That was crazy.
I can't believe she got hired. I don't know. I don't like her. I don't know if it's worth doing a video. You want to do a video on that or not, Rob?
No, I mean, it'd be very short. It'd be like very short. Like, what are they thinking? What are they thinking about hiring her? What was
Rob hates her more than I do. Rob hates her like to the nth degree.
Yeah, because
coaching a bad name.
Yeah, she gives coaching a bad name. You go out there and have your players become thugs, and then you don't. If they do something wrong, you don't back them up, and you try to promote somebody for stats.
Yeah. Because you're a man. Men don't say that stuff. Only women do. They want to look tough.
Some men I know try to play. These young kids nowadays try to play like they're gangs. I'm a gangster, but all they have is a gun. I'm like, put your gun down. Let's see how tough you are.
Yeah, I know. That's the whole thing. Is that's the only reason people have guns, because you're not really tough.
Yeah, they think they have a gun and walk around.
It makes a 4'10", 180, 4'10", 80-pound person feel like they're just as strong as everybody else.
Yeah, with a gun.
It's not that important to be strong and tough in life, okay? It doesn't make you much money unless you're an extreme athlete or something like that.
Yeah.
I got in a couple fights when I was younger, but I haven't gotten in fights since I was 14. It's just not important in life.
Well, you don't really have to, but I mean...
I wasn't even a win, but I wrestled and everything, yeah.
No, I'm not an anti-gun guy. No, I'm not an anti-gun guy. I'm just saying.
No, I'm saying people think they're tough because they have guns.
Right, yeah. People, when they try to say I'm a gangster, these young kids, and they have a gun, you're not tough because you have a gun. Big deal.
If you want to have a gun, fine, but it doesn't make you tough.
Yeah, that's
I'm not big on guns, though. I'll be honest. I don't have a gun, and I've never touched one, and I don't
have a gun. I've shot a gun before,
but I don't have a desire to make guns illegal, but I would like some more restrictions.
Well, I lived in Taiwan for 9 years, and I had no problem as far as there were no mass shootings there, or anyone blowing up, shooting up a mall or anything. In 9 years I was in Taiwan, they have a gun control law there, but people have guns, but they just don't, not like here.
Why don't I like guns? I'm saying, they're just dangerous. That's all. So, but if people want to have them, I don't want to say people can't have them. I just want more restrictions because too many mentally ill people are getting a hold of guns. That's why I want restrictions.
Yeah, you got people who have a stock full of guns because they're afraid of what the government's going to attack them. Like, the government wants to attack your house, they'll do it. You having all these guns aren't going to help. Oh, the government might come to my house.
A lot of these mass shootings are mentally ill kids who got guns that shouldn't have got guns, and if there was more restrictions, they wouldn't have got them. And you don't need more. And then people get like dozens of guns. Like,
that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's cool.
Psychos are.
I mean, if I walk in someone's house and they go, "Hey, look at this gun here," I'm like, "That's great. Oh, we have this one from here." I'm like, so. And
I don't have a gun, and I've never needed one in my entire life. But if you feel like you want to have one, go get one. But I don't want people walking around with guns all the time, like the Wild Wild West. That's just how innocent people get killed.
Ask Gilbert Arenas how that worked out.
Yeah. What'd you say?
So ask Gilbert Arenas how that worked out.
Yeah. So, so we'll see. It's not an issue though in sports.
Yeah, that's another thing, Basil. These kids don't get punished. These parents are too soft.
Well, I agree that the problem with parents want to be kids' best friends. Well, that's why they have no discipline.
Right.
You want to be their best friends. You don't be best friend. You be best friends when they're 30 years old. You can be their best friend. When you're raising them, you're not their best friend. You're idiots for going to be best friends.
No, I'm the boss of you. That's the way it is.
If you want, get them up to 25 before you start being friends with them. Get them disciplined.
Yeah,
teach them things in life. That's so stupid to be for best friends. They're my heroes. My kids are my heroes. So, God,
I know, right?
They're your kid. They're not your heroes. You raise a good kid. You're proud you raise a good kid. That doesn't make him a hero. That's all I'm saying.
Right. As a parent, you teaching the way you were taught. That's all. Basic stuff.
So, I don't know. I saw that mock draft, and I said, "Oh God, you're doing a mock draft when these players have not even played their last year of college. Why are you speculating on stupid things like that? It's like giving Asia Wilson the MVP award after 2 games. It's like, are you serious? Like we were joking about the we wouldn't even talk about the MVP award in the basketball video. We didn't put it up today, but it'll be up either tonight or tomorrow. We wouldn't even talk about the MVP award. I just said that Jokic is having a great year again because it's so early.
Yeah. Early.
Football's different. I mean, they played 10, 11 games. That's 2/3 of the season.
Right.
Anyway, I don't want to get too far into the guns.
So what were you guys doing while we were away with those 2 weeks? A week away.
You guys are lonely without us or not?
What were you watching? What sports were you watching? Were you watching football or what were you doing? I know when you were here. Basil was watching his new girlfriend, Audie Crooks. I know Basil likes him thick. I know.
Yeah, another guy's saying, "Oh, the $28 million is a bad deal over 8 years." They might not be able to get more money out of him. Nobody else is trying to offer that money. Like I said, she probably went for the percentage.
World Series. Oh, that's right. That was happening. The World Series. Any of you Yankee fans in here? You got any Yankee fans?
I was disappointed that it wasn't a better series. To say the truth, whoever
the Yankees blew it that one game. They had the game, and the stupid manager blew it.
So it's just me.
Odds on Caitlin to unrivaled. My odds are 90%. She's not going to go there.
I think if she was going to play, she would have decided by now.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't want to get injured in a league that I'm not sure 3-on-3. I think she's probably be better in 5-on-5 than in 3-on-3, partly because of her defense and partly because she has only 2 teammates to find instead of 4.
Yeah, I just think that why go in a league that people don't like her? That's my main thing.
Oh,
I'm not
one out of 2 women that started it like her.
I know. How many of you are even going to watch this 3-on-3?
Yeah, I saw someone do a video. I'm trying to think which commentator did it, and they said, "Oh yeah, I don't think Brandon Stewart has. I think Brandon Stewart likes Caitlin Clark or doesn't have anything against Caitlin Clark." Bullshit. She's never said anything nice about Caitlin Clark.
Yeah,
that's not true.
Oh, Bez, you're a Colts fan. Richardson didn't do too bad yesterday, though. I took him off my.
Watching all the fuss with Richard, he played well yesterday.
I took him off my fantasy league though because he wasn't doing that well.
Right. He's had a couple scrambled plays, and he took himself out because he was tired.
Yeah.
I've been watching football for 6 years. I've never heard of it or seen. I don't even think it's ever happened in the history of the NFL. It's like if you're tired, fine. He said the next play was going to be a handoff, so it didn't really matter. I said, well, fine. How much energy does it take to hand the ball off? That made even less sense to me than the fact that it was going to be a play option pass where he had to actually run around. So maybe.
Mark, we were talking about in our video these athletes like was it Mitchell? I'm resting him. What's up with these athletes resting and taking time time off.
Donovan Mitchell got arrested because they have to play Boston 2 days later. Not even the next day. 2 days later.
What's up with these athletes resting? And
Michael Jordan would be like pulling Donovan's hair by the thing and pull him out of the court.
Oh yeah. I'm like, come on. Oh my God, I'm tired. Oh, please.
It's unbelievable. Donovan Mitchell got arrested because they're playing Boston tomorrow night. Yeah. Unbelievable. They had no back-to-backs. I looked it up. It was like 13th, 15th, 17th, 19th. No back-to-backs.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like I feel like playing that music from remember the ice cream truck, Mark, Mr. Softy. That's what I call it, Anthony Davis, Mr. Softy.
Anthony Davis gave the finger to a fan. He got fined. They get fined. Was that $35,000 for the finger, and then someone else got fined like.
Yeah,
you got signed $100,000 too. That's the most you can get fined.
Well, he didn't hit the stanchion. He should have got teed up.
Well, Caitlin Clark acts like a teenage boy, according to that one racist.
She's a
Brazilian Hispanic woman. Oh my gosh, she's so obsessed with race. I saw her oh my God, she's like top 5 Clark hater. It was really
I mean, yeah, they got the TNT deal, but I'm like, doesn't mean I don't know who's gonna watch that. I mean, it's unless that's why they want Clark, so somebody will watch it. If Clark is there, people probably will watch it just for her.
I have a feeling, this is just a guess, I have no knowledge at all, that the TNT deal is in pencil and it's going to be adjusted depending on whether or not Caitlin Clark plays in the league. There's no way TNT would guarantee one set of money with Caitlin Clark and not with another one without Caitlin Clark. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying like they probably said, okay, we'll give you 10 or 20 million. If Caitlin Clark signs, we'll give you 30 or 40 million. It's probably something like that. That's just my guess. I have no factual basis to do that. But if I was TNT, that's the first thing I would say. Yeah. Caitlin Clark playing? Okay, if she's not, you don't ever signed yet. We'll sign you a deal. You won't give you a lot of money. We'll televise it whether she played or not. And then if she signs, we'll give you more. That's what I would say. And I think that's what they did.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I guarantee you there's something like that was done.
Yeah,
because there's no way you can agree to sign a contract when you don't know whether Caitlin Clark is going to play. Because the amount of money that you would make varies drastically.
Right.
But at least they're guaranteed at least a small TV contract with I'm surprised they got that. Because I'm not convinced it's I said, it sounds like a boring version of the WNBA.
Oh yeah, I mean, like you said, I wouldn't watch men's 3-on-3s. Women's 3-on-3.
Oh, Scotty said Gino's already put in ahead about Paige. I made a joke about that in the video today. I said Paige is 28 playing against 16-year-olds. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not really making fun of her for staying another year. I probably would have done the same thing.
Gino's going to keep her if they don't win a championship.
Full years.
If they don't keep a championship this year, Mark, he'll probably keep her so that until they win one. He's going to keep her on the team.
Don't you think that would look bad after Clark would sign 9? They would find out about that. They would have to discuss that info to her. No, I'm not sure what you mean. That I'm not sure why you would be upset at what. I'm not sure what you mean. Why would that look bad? That they have two different potential contracts based upon whether Caitlin Clark plays? I don't know. Why would that look bad? Everyone knows Caitlin Clark is going to make more money. So it's not like the league doesn't know that.
Yeah, boxing. I mean, either way, they still don't like her. So I mean, if she plays, they would be upset she got more money, and if she doesn't play and the ratings are bad, they're still going to be ragged.
No, because if she plays, she'll make her more money. So she'll make everybody more money.
Yeah, but they won't get that, Mark. Like I said, just like they did this WNBA season, they still don't.
Well, I gave up worried about what their feelings are anymore. Facts don't value. Is that facts? Yeah. I gave up worried about what these women care about Caitlin Clark or not. They're so irrational.
Feelings. Yes, it's pure feelings. It has nothing to do with whether she makes the money or not.
They always resent her. That's the whole point. They resent her because she's white and she's popular. That's all there is to it.
And straight. Oh, it's straight.
And straight is to a lesser degree. I think the whiteness bothers them more. But the straightness bothers them because you know that lesbians have more control in that league, and there's more of them. There's definitely more lesbians than there are straight women in that league.
Yeah.
Only a third of it admitted it in that league, but it's probably like 75% lesbian.
Oh, I saw that Scottish Jason. She's in the crowd watching the Iowa game. She was still yelling at the refs.
Was she whining?
She was like, whoa, that's a foul. Just like she does,
Yeah, that was gave her a hard time because Caitlin Clark, got technicals and felt, if I went through a whole 40-game season and I thought none of the games I got the benefit calls, and in 30 out of the 40 games I got screwed over on calls, I would have lost it way more than she did. I'm sure, Rob. So people can criticize her for whining all you want, and I think she was composed for what I mean. And she said very little afterwards on some of these like flagrant calls and stuff like that.
Yeah, she was a better person than me. That's for sure.
I want to see this video, you guys. I saw a picture. She was at a game, but it didn't really interest me that she was for a game.
You ever seen it? It's pretty good. It's pretty funny. It's good.
How's Iowa playing? I didn't even look it up.
Oh, they're undefeated. They're playing well.
Have they played anybody though yet?
No.
They were ranked 26th in the country. I think in preseason. They haven't played
anybody yet. No, not yet. Let
me see what their rankings are. Because they were ranked 26th. They received votes and they were the first ones listed. So they were. Let's see. NCAA women's basketball. It's so funny. I never thought I would follow women's basketball more than
right. Yeah, it was the Drake game. Yeah. Kind of a rival. They're kind of rivals. They're near each other. Drake's in Indiana, isn't it?
Hey, Rob, there's a new poll out.
Oh.
Yeah, it came out. There's a headline here. It came out 6 hours ago. All right, here's the rankings. Iowa's still 26th. They're 26th again, Rob.
Drake is in Iowa. Okay.
Yeah, Rob, they're 26 still, Rob. They got 88 points and 25th is 96 points.
Uh-huh.
Yep. And they're undefeated?
Yeah.
So why is
because they haven't played anybody.
Well, Louisville's 2-2 though. Why are they 25th?
Louisville played South Carolina, and they also played I forgot who else Louisville played. Louisville played 2 ranked teams already.
So UConn's second and USC's third, Texas fourth, UCLA. Notre Dame is 6th. Notre Dame's got 2 good guards. We'll see what happens. LSU's 7th. Iowa State. That's where you were talking about that woman, Rob? Iowa State, you said? Okay, they're 8th.
Yeah, Basil's main squeeze, yeah.
Basil, that's your main squeeze, Audie? She's a little young for you.
Yeah,
hey, Mark.
He likes them thick, man. He liked them thick girls.
Yeah, it's funny.
Mark.
They were 26 before the season started. They haven't lost any games, and they're still 26. That's kind of weird. I know they haven't beat anybody, but they won.
Yeah, boxing. I watched a couple of college games. They make layups. Believe it or not, the college girls can make the layups. Unlike the WNBA, they make their layups.
I am going to defend the players again a little bit on that. That if the refs called the game tighter, I think you'd see fewer missed layups, which is another reason why they should take the physicality out of the game, because some of the layups are being missed because there's fouls that they're not getting foul called. Now, obviously, the ones that are wide open, that does have nothing to do with that. But I think that's part of it.
Yeah, I think
Rob, you can stretch it. You can stretch it out. 2 arms. You could put 2 arms around her arm then. She does have a wide body. I was talking about that, Rob. She has wide, her bone structure.
Wide everything. Mark, she has wide everything. She's a big girl.
I know.
That's see now, to be racist, black men like that.
I know the players in women's basketball. I don't know the players in men's because they leave after 1 year. At least most of the good ones do. But it's been like that.
No, you're not mean. You're just stating the fact, man. You don't want to see. You can't do the reach around, It's okay.
I just say you don't want to hug her because she's too young for you. She's only a sophomore.
Yeah, she's only a sophomore. She's gonna be really good.
You can use that as an excuse instead of your arms being too short. So that's okay. All right, hey, we're up to five listeners. We're good. We're
I think Kansas State has. I think Kansas State has a big girl too on their team. She's not as big as the one at Iowa State. That'll be a nice matchup.
Uh-huh.
I gotta look up that one. I think Kansas State has a one on the horizon. The leading scorer. Let me look them up. I forgot her name. State. It's basketball. Here we go. Let me look at their roster. Let me look at their Rastafari. Let's see. What's the stats? I want to see the stats. I think her name is. I don't know what team or individual.
You're looking up, Rob. So let me look up Iowa here. You said that they.
Iowa. I'm looking at. Oh yeah.
So bets. Yeah.
Yoka Lee. Yeah, Yoka Lee. That's the one. Yeah, Yoka Lee. She's very good. She's kind of big too. I'm looking at her picture right now. I want to see that matchup between her and Iowa State. She's big too. Yeah, Yoka Lee.
Little body bumping around.
There you go. Right. Banging the big bodies there.
All right. So Iowa is 4-0, but they haven't played any Big Ten teams. So they played a bunch of teams outside there. They haven't played any Big Ten.
Oh yeah, UCLA has another one too. They have a big girl. Only 5 personals in college. Only 5.
How is that transfer playing? Let me see how she's playing. What's her name? Lucy Olson. All right.
From Villanova?
She's averaging 17.8 points, 4 rebounds, 5.3 assists, a steal, 0.3 blocks, 2.8 turnovers, and shooting 50% from the field and 20% from three-point line. So she's not a three-point shooter. But 50% is pretty good. That's a good shooting percentage. 75% of the free throw line. All right, so she's playing well.
Yeah,
Anna Stokey is averaging 15 points and 7.3 rebounds. And she misses Caitlin Clark's passing, but she's look at this. Yes. Addison O'Grady's averaging 16.8 points. Wow, they must be feeding her.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, she wasn't that good last year, but she played some serviceable minutes at times. But
I think the women's college basketball is going to be really more competitive than the men's. As far as when it comes to, I mean, some teams are different, but I think when it comes down to the Sweet 16 and those, it's going to be some good battles.
Yeah. All right. Oh, Sydney off is back. I thought she was not on the team for some reason. No, I didn't see her under the stats in the preseason. Sydney Ofter is back. I think she was graduated, but no, she's a senior now. Okay, yeah, I'm glad she's back. All right. Yeah, they should be decent this year, Rob. We'll see how they do. I mean, if they didn't add Lucy Olson, they would be in big trouble, though.
They're in a tough division, the tough conference. Like I said, the Iowa State, and
they got an experienced coach. She was not a head coach, but she's an experienced coach.
You got Iowa State. You got Kansas State. So
Olson looks pretty good.
Oh, that's Big 10. Sorry, that's Big 10. That's Big 12. Those are Big 12. Sorry.
So we'll see what happens.
Well, they got Michigan. I mean, Iowa's got to play Michigan. You saw that the left-hander for freshman from Michigan.
What's her name? Who is the one is that the one that had the big game against South Carolina the first day?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she had a big game against South Carolina. That wasn't against a shitty, those weak teams that they play before the conference game. So she was like the number, like I looked that up. She was like the number 3 or 4 recruit or something like that in the country.
Yeah, she's a good ball player.
Shield, yeah, wasn't she? I remember. I think I saved that bookmark so I could look it up. Let me just see. Let me just see if I have that still.
Yeah, let me find her.
No, I saved it this time. I put it in my bookmarks. Let me see if I have it.
Is it Macy Brown? No. It's not Macy Brown. It is. I think it's the one we're talking about, Olsen. Yeah, I think it's Olivia. Yeah, Olivia Olsen. That's what we're talking about.
No. Hang on. Bookmarks. Oh, it's on the bottom. Really? Why doesn't it do in the reverse order? Why? Can I change the order of these bookmarks? I must be able to. Here it is. Recruiting rankings. All right. Silas Swartz, is that her name? Silas Swartz. She was a number 4 recruit coming out of college.
Yeah.
And she plays for Michigan, right?
Let's see.
Yeah, well, let's see how she's done since then. Let me look her up right now.
Yeah, I'm looking at the individual stats now. 4 games.
Because she had a big game against South Carolina.
Jordan Hobbs. I thought it was Jordan Hobbs. Let me see. Jordan Hobbs. No, that's a senior. She's a freshman. Yeah.
I'll look up Silas Swartz. Let's see how she's doing. All right, so she's averaging 18 points. She's a freshman? Wow, 18 points, 8 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 1.8 steals.
No, more than that. She's got 4 games. They got her at 29.8 points.
That's not what it says here. It says she's averaging 18.3, Rob.
For what are you looking at?
Silas Swartz, Michigan State. Well, Michigan State.
No, I mean, is it updated or?
I don't know. It's today's. She's averaging 18.3 points a game. And 8 point. It's good. She's got 8 rebounds. Wow. That's more than Juju Watkins had last year. And I thought Juju Watkins had the most rebounds. They've been playing weaker teams, but yeah. All right.
Oh, she's out of Canada.
And 30%, only 30% from 3, though. That's about the only weakness.
She's out of Canada. They got a nice player from Canada.
Yeah. How's that dunking machine from Canada doing? Let me look her up. She plays for Duke. Toby.
No, I mean,
Bernier.
The one from Michigan. She's from Ontario. The player from Drake was like some threes.
Toby Bernier's at Duke, right? She went to Duke. She was going to go to Florida, and then she changed at the last minute for some reason.
Sword, yeah, that's right, Basil.
So Dork, that's her. Yeah, she's playing well. Let's see. So Duke is what, ACC? All
yeah.
Right. So let me look up Toby Bernier. She wasn't starting. It's because she has no outside shot. She plays defense. Stats. Let's see where she is on the team. Okay, so in minutes played, she's averaging 18 minutes a game. She's like seventh person on the team, so she's not starting. But she's averaging 12 points and 5 rebounds, and she's only playing 18 minutes a game. That's pretty good. So, and she's got 1 block, 1.2 steals. Yeah, she's shooting 52%, probably because she dunks.
48. Yeah,
she hasn't taken a 3-point shot yet. Yeah, she's playing all right. I don't know. Maybe she'll be starting back over the year.
4 turnovers. How many blocks does she have? Yeah, she's got 5 blocks, 6 steals.
Who's that?
Fournier.
No, Hannah. I can't pronounce her name. She's averaging like five steals a game.
Hidalgo for the Notre Dame. She's quick.
Yeah, she's a good defensive player, at least in steals.
Yeah, she's a scorer. Yeah, I think she's a scorer.
5 assists a game and 5 steals a game. It's pretty impressive.
Oh, 7 for 15 from the 3. Jesus. That player from Drake. Wow, 7 for 15 from 3. Wow.
Let me see. Yeah, I think I looked her up, and she was an unreal number of. She's averaging 5.3 steals a game. Wow. She's shooting 50% and 47% from threes. That girl can play. Well, she was first team All-American last year. Yeah. So what do they do? Because they got two point guards. Olivia Miles is supposedly a point guard. They start 2 point guards? Olivia Miles was injured last year, apparently.
Yeah.
So I guess they learned to play with each other. Like, all right, so let me just see. So Olivia Miles is averaging. Let me look at the assists. That's interesting to me. Oh, okay, Hannah's playing more of a shooting guard. Look, she only has 2.5 assists, and Olivia Miles has 6.8 assists. So she's playing more of a shooting guard, I guess. But she played point guard last year, I thought. Yeah, but I guess Olivia Miles is taking over the point guard position.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as they can play together, as long as they win, they're seeded. What are they? They were ranked like around 7th or 8th when I saw the standings.
Who's that?
Notre Dame. They were ranked.
Oh yeah, they're definitely ranked.
Paige and Arike are a good fit. I think Paige will make Arike a better player because I think Arike's only weakness is that her shooting percentage is not that great.
And she's a ball hog.
Well, that's what I mean. But she passes, though. She has like 5.3 assists, so it's not like she doesn't pass it. So I think her only weakness is, she takes some bad shots because she shoots too much, and she only shoots like 38%. That's not good for a volume shooter. That's why I don't think she's as good as, say, Caitlin Clark as a player. But she can win you a game when she gets hot, and she can lose you a game when she gets cold. So, but I think Paige will take pressure off her, and I think she'll set her open for some easier shots, and I think her shooting percentage will go up next year. Yeah, but I think Arike, you mark my word, if Paige, which I'm assuming this is what's going to happen, if Paige goes to Dallas, Arike's shooting percentage will go up next year. That's my prediction.
What's going on here? Ooh.
Yeah. Paige is like Caitlin. She's not a selfish player. Right. She'll make it, So now the question is Satu Sabalia gonna come to Indiana now, even though they're getting Paige? Because they only had a 22% chance. I forgot to mention that in the video, Rob. They only had a 22% chance of getting the number 1 pick, Dallas.
Oh, right, yeah.
22%. I think who was the team that got the 2nd pick? Sparks. Their chances were like 40 or 42 or 44%.
Yeah, they're gonna pick the girl from USC.
What's that, Rob?
My wife laughing.
That's your wife laughing? That's a laugh?
Yeah.
Did they finally finish up your leaves?
My God. Looks nice. It looks really nice. I can see the grass. I mean, they were cutting
Nick
it.
Said 100% Satu is staying. He doesn't know anything what he's talking about.
Yeah, I know. We were talking. We were ragging on Mick about that.
Mick will put anything definitive so he gets a clickbait. He's dishonest. I don't like his dishonesty. I don't like his clickbait. And then he goes, before you tell me it's a clickbait, guess what? People wouldn't be saying it's clickbait if you weren't clickbaiting.
Yeah, if you didn't say that.
And how can you live? I don't know how you live with yourself. It's like being a clickbait. How just saying dishonest things is completely misleading.
Yeah, the draw wasn't even seen. It wasn't on TV. Right, Basil. I
Was
didn't see
it?
it on TV. No, it wasn't on TV.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's fixed then. Conspiracy.
Fix. Oh yeah, the fix was in.
Wow, I didn't know that. I think that it does give it more likely that she'll stay, given that you know she's going to get paid. But I don't think.
You
And wearing that momo, what's that momo?
know what a Momo is?
What's a momo?
Oh, you have to look it up. I know we know what it is.
MU. What is that?
Look it up, Mark. You don't know what that is? Oh my gosh.
MU. No,
Yeah.
he's always wearing like hoodies.
No, a Momo's like this big. It's like it's like if you cut a hole in a sheet of your bed, and then just put it over your head. That's exactly what it is, and it has a lot of flowers on it.
That's a momo, really?
Yeah, look it up. Just look it up, and look at the image. That's essentially what it looks like. Like someone just cut a hole in a bed sheet and then you put it over your head. These are for people who are overweight.
Well, he says he's an athlete, but I don't see any definition to his arms or his shoulders or anything like that. So I don't know. He doesn't even show his whole body, so I don't know if he's a fat or not. He claims he's
St.
a
John's. Yeah, the crazy Fudd's going to be drafted He's going to be drafted in the first round. She's still injured. How can they say she's going to be drafted in the first round?
You notice, Scott, go watch our video. I said I don't do mock drafts before they play their senior year. Yeah. I didn't even like mock drafts, even if they do after they finish the year, because it's just like all speculations. There's so many trades that take place sometimes in the NFL, and all sorts of things. It all changes. One trade could change this because this guy goes this, and then that changes that, and sometimes they're right, and sometimes they're right in the NBA.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Mark. It's moo. Yeah.
I like to just see what happens usually with the draft. I do like Pow for the Fever. I do like that. I'll take her. I think she would be a nice, like, and give him some depth too. You know.
Yeah, mock drafts can be fun, Basil. I mean, like NFL. I mean, NFL mock draft. That guy. What's his name? He's been there for like 2,000 years.
Yeah, I'm willing to do one at the end of the season, like when the college season ends. But let's see how good they play and who gets injured before.
Who's the one that always does for ESPN? The guy's been on there for 2,000 years.
Kuiper, he's been doing it. For
he's the worst. I want his job. He's not even close with some of his things.
Well, it's hard. That's the whole point. It's hard because there's so many variables that can change.
Yeah, that idiot Basil. Yeah, he's. Well, I think he's going to get it. I'm like, yeah, okay, Mel.
I went and looked up. Yeah, Mel. I went and looked up how the experts rated Patrick Mahomes. They didn't rate him like he plays. No one said anything about his clutch ability or anything like that in the evaluation of Patrick Mahomes. That's all I can say. No one said I saw this coming.
Right. Like I knew about him.
I mean, no one saw Tom Brady.
I was just going to say that. No one said about Tom Brady
because nobody was speaking highly of him. But he didn't have a great career, but he didn't always start either.
Well, how about Joe Montana? No one either.
He had a pretty good. He actually played. I think he played more than Tom Brady. He started more games than Tom Brady. If you look it up.
Yeah, Notre Dame, but I mean,
he had a pretty good Notre Dame. He had a pretty good career, though. No, I didn't see the Bill Tobin interview of Mel Kiper. No. What did he say? Give us a brief summary of it. I don't know how you got the job to begin with.
Yeah,
but
I don't know.
It's a hard job
because of his hair.
I know he had full head of hair. It's funny. All right.
I'm gonna look it up. I'll look it up later, Basil. I gotta look that up. I'll look it up.
Send me a link, Rob, if you find it. Bill Tobin. Who's Bill Tobin? Why do I know that name?
It's I think it was wasn't he like an owner or
Was he a general manager,
he
Bill
was?
Tobin?
Let me just look that up real quick. I think he was a manager.
All right, I'll look it up.
Tobin.
On YouTube. I can find it on YouTube. All right, let's see.
Yeah, he was a player. He was American player and executive for the Houston Oilers.
Yeah, I think he was like considered very smart. Bill Tobin, Mel Kiper. All right.
He just started recently this year. He just started in April. That's 83.
All right. I see something. It says Bill Tobin versus Mel Kiper, Part 1. Mel Kiper and the crazy feud that changed the NFL draft forever. 8 minutes and 40. No, 8 minutes and 12
right,
seconds.
That's right. Coach GM. That's right. He was a coach GM. That's right.
All right. I found it. It's 8 minutes and 12 seconds long. It looks like the one. All right. Oh, Frank Caliendo used to impersonate Mel Kiper. I remember that on the Fox show.
Yeah, Haley Van Lith, she had a good game. She had double. She had a nice game she left LSU.
John Cruden slams Mel Kiper too. So he lost some hair finally. It's only right.
Wait a minute, Bobby, you snuck in there. Hey, Bobby, what's up? He snuck in there. Bobby, you snuck in there.
We came up on the live show on November 18th in the search here. Our things on the bottom, believe it or not. All right. Who snuck in?
Bobby.
Caitlin Clark, best player in the league, Bobby.
What's up, Bobby? He's a sneaky guy. That's right. He's a sneaky guy. Gotta watch out for him. Gotta watch out for us Bobs, right? Us Bobby Roberts, you gotta watch out for us.
You heard of Johnny U, but we got Bobby U here.
What am I? So what am I? Rob you?
Robbie you. Rob you.
Rob you.
Let's see. I was reading the comments. Let me see. Go back to some comments here. Where are the shoes? That's a good point. The Fever should draft a long wing who can run, defend, and provide some shooting. They don't need another guard unless they lose Kelsey. Well, I think Pau could play. Isn't she 6'1"? Couldn't she play some small forward? How tall is Pau?
I just had her up there.
See what her height is, because I think she could play small forward too. Because
I think she's only 6 foot though.
What is she?
Hold on, let me find her. Let me find out. I think she's only 6 foot.
Oh, who was I looking up today that was tall?
South Carolina.
I like this grammar. Caitlin not complaining about nothing.
There you go. That's good.
And a lot of clauses.
You be talking right.
A lot of clauses. A lot's not even a word. All right. 5 and 9. What's 5 and 9? Oh,
she's only 5'9".
Pau. Okay, yeah. Well, that's not. That's
yeah. She's only 5'9".
I don't care. I think 3-point shooting is great with Caitlin Clark on the court, and Kelsey Mitchell. She'll play better defense and shoot a higher percentage when she's playing 34, 32 minutes instead of 38 and 40 minutes like Clark and her were playing. But I don't know. They do have, well,
5'9" is like tiny for a girl.
It depends. You don't know what free agents they're going to sign. They may get a free agent of this that they're talking about, a long wing who can run and defend. They got Grace Berger still, which is true.
How tall is Mitchell?
I'm assuming that what's her name? Erica Wheeler won't be there next year because they need money for the cap for signing free agents.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming they're going to lose her. So then if they lose, say, who else do they have? Okay, and I don't think Wallace will be there next year either. I don't see him.
I mean, Basil Mitchell's 5'8", Basil.
Yeah, I heard Dominique Malunga. She was, I heard, is she the one that's 6'6" and plays in France? Is that her? I think they think she's going. Yeah. I think the ESPN said she's going to go sooner than that. So let me just see the mock draft again.
I don't know about tiny Basil. Most women are not 5'9". My wife's 4'11". That's tiny. She's tiny.
They think New York Liberty is going to take her at 7, Dominique Malinga, so she might not be available.
Ooh.
So, yeah, if she's available, I would take her, but they don't think she's going to be available then. But who knows? Like I said, it's a year away. But if they lose, like, you don't need Wallace, so you can waive Wallace, get some money for her, and you can waive Erica Wheeler, and now you need Pow Pow. You got to give Kelsey Mitchell a break.
Oh, amazing news, Mark. Joel Embiid's going to play tonight.
What's that?
Joel Embiid's going to play tonight against the
really?
Heat. Yeah.
Must not be back-to-back. We'll see. We don't get to make the decisions. I would have drafted Kate Martin last time. If I'm going to draft a woman that I never play, I must have drafted Kate Martin to have her fit in. I mean, you know what? I'm wondering whether Monica Cesano makes the team next year. She's put in 2 years over in Turkey or something like that, or I don't know what she's playing. And she's not fast, but she shot a really high percentage, and she can bang with them. She didn't make the WNBA, but I'm not sure she's far off from a WNBA player. And I think she would play well with Caitlin Clark, and so we'll see. They get 12 people. Who's no for Monica Cesano? Is that what you're saying? I'm not saying she would start. She might not even get much playing time.
Sasaki, the best Japanese pitching.
But like Kate Martin, Yeah,
I saw that. I saw that, Bobby. The Mets are trying to get Soto, but I wish they'd get another pitcher.
Who's that? What are you talking about, Rob?
I'm talking to Bobby about baseball.
That's the best Japanese pitching person ever.
Let's see. I'll be in Japan in January, February. I don't think they'll be playing baseball. They might be. I wish. I'd love to go. I'd love to go to a baseball game. I'd love to go to a Japanese baseball game.
We'll see.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
I don't think Kate Martin would get much playing time either, but it doesn't mean she wouldn't help the chemistry in the team with Kate and Clark.
So, what do you think the Fever would do if Mitchell does leave?
What do I think they'll do?
Yeah, if Mitchell leaves, what's going to happen?
They can core her. I heard they can core her. They're not going to let her leave. She's not leaving. They can core her. They've also.
You mean franchise her?
That's what they call core in the WNBA. It's called franchise in the NFL. They call it core. Okay. Yeah. I think it's silly. Why don't you just use the same term?
That's why I was when you were saying that. I'm like,
I mean, the NFL made up the concept and they gave it a term. Seems like a pretty descriptive term. Why not just use the same term? No, got to call it core.
That's why when you were saying, I'm like, I think he means franchise.
No, that's what they call it in the WNBA.
Yeah, that's what they call it. Yeah.
Jordan, Canada.
Burrell and Jordan, Canada.
Wait, why do I know the name Jordan Canada? She plays for. She plays for. Didn't she play for one of those last place teams, like the Mystics or the Fever, or Sparks or something?
Let me look her up. I think
She's a quick little guard, defensive guard.
In Canada. Oh, Canada.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of free. There must be a bunch of free agents out there, and they can't sign them until January though. I don't know who Burrell is.
That's Jordine. Jordine, Canada.
They're going to have 35. They're going to have 35 players until like January 15th.
She plays for the Dream, Mark.
Dream, yeah, she's a good defensive player.
Yeah,
she's not small though. I think they're going to have 35 players in the Unrivaled up until January 14th or something like that, and then they're just waiting to see if Caitlin Clark's going to sign, and then they're just. Yeah, I mean that's a pretty fair trade. I don't see much difference between Plum and Mitchell. They're pretty similar in talent.
Now Canada's tiny. She's 5'6".
Yeah, I know. What was Pau Pau? It was 5'9". I didn't look it up.
Yeah, Pau Pau's 5'9".
Considering my height, I don't consider 5'9" tiny. 5'6" isn't even tiny.
Bobby was asking about your vacation.
It was great. I was in the DR for 10 days, and then I had other things to do when I came back. And then Rob had to work Sunday, so we decided I will just start on Monday. We did. I was, I worked 2 jobs, so I'm still doing some criminal work. But did I get a lot of R&R? Yeah, I got a lot of R&R and a few other things.
Yeah, you got a lot of R&R. R. like a pirate. R.
I did. So Sosua in the DR is a beach community, but they have a really unique beach. So it's actually the Atlantic Ocean, obviously. And then the water comes, then the beach, and then there is some trees with shade.
Mm-hmm.
Then there is a path, and then there's restaurants. And so you walk down the path, and the restaurants are left, and tables and shades to your right, and past that is the beach. So you can get all this great scenery by the beach without actually going sitting out in the hot sun, and just sit there and relax and drink and watch the waves come in, stuff like that. It's a really nice, like, unique beach.
Yeah,
might go for Hamby. Hamby's a good player.
Yeah, she
doesn't look smooth, but she gets it done. And she's already had her kids, so
and she maybe pretty soon she'll have some more money.
Right. She may be rich pretty soon. Who knows? She wins her lawsuit.
So she might not have to play anymore.
So we don't think this Dallas game's worth watching tonight, do we, Rob? I want to watch the second half of last night's game because I went to sleep. I had watched 2.5 football games already. I watched the Packers game. Then I watched the Bills game. My friend stopped by. We started watching that game. He was at a ballet a block away, and he bailed in the ballet.
Yeah.
So he started watching that game, and he was falling asleep. And I said, he went home, and I said, I got to go to sleep too. It was 24-6. And it was out, Chargers were out playing them, and then next thing you know, which doesn't surprise me because the Bengals are an explosive team with.
I thought it was over too, yeah.
With Chase and stuff like that, Burrows went crazy.
Baze, I don't think they have malaria down in that. I think malaria is only over in.
What was Mark doing in the DR? Rest and relaxation.
Basil says you have did you get diphtheria or malaria? I don't think malaria is that prevalent down there. Maybe in Africa.
No. Yeah, Della Donna. I'm not convinced she's retired. I heard she didn't play for 2 reasons. One was her back it's a reoccurring problem with her, and 2, she didn't want to play for the team, and they were gonna core her. And so,
The Mystics, yeah, the Washington Mystics.
but she's a big woman, and she would give him some nice size, and she can score.
Yeah, she's a scorer. She went to Delaware. She was a scorer in Delaware.
Yeah, I don't know. I heard two reasons why I heard she was injured again, and she was frustrated with her back injury, but then I also heard that she didn't want to play for that team.
Well, Scottish John, you never know. Like you never know the situation. I mean, like I said, with the Mystics, she was like the leading scorer, but you never know what's just like with the Seattle Storm. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes there.
I wonder if Candace Parker's had foot injury problems, but I wonder if Candace Parker will come back after taking a year off, and maybe if her foot feels better after a year off, and she sees all this extra money they're making, whether she would come back. I'd take her on the Fever.
You're right, Basil. If you're close to Haiti, yeah, you're right. There's stuff. You're right.
Oh, the DR has a lot of Haitian girls down there, a lot of Haitian women, because they all leave Haiti because it's so awful there.
They just can cross over the border, no problem.
I don't know if they do that or just take a flight.
Yeah, it's the same island. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like split in half.
Yeah, it's kind of like East Germany and West. I'm sorry, East Berlin and West Berlin. East of Berlin.
Kind of a weird. Neither, DR makes Haiti look bad, and DR is like a third world country in some ways.
Right, that's pretty sad.
Parker signs 16-year-old to Adidas. Yeah, I know she's got a job. I'm just saying she's seeing this extra money coming in, and now they don't have, now they can play. They can. She said, she goes, oh, they get chartered the year after I left. Yeah, and she's saying they're making more money now, and she don't like that. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if Delle Donne or Candace Parker play next year. Candace Parker probably won't, but she's already got like a job, and she does commentary.
Hey, what's up, Dennis?
Dennis the Menace. Oh, Dennis McGuire. Same thing. Whatever. So
hey, don't forget to send some donations. Quiet Money, PayPal, help us out here.
Yeah, there's super chats and super thanks down below.
I'm going on vacation next. I'm going to Japan in January, so I'm the next one going on vacation. I gotta have some money.
How long are you going for, Rob? How many days?
Days. I'm going for weeks, man. No days. He'll go for days.
Well, I know it's more than 1 week, but how many total days?
I'm leaving on the 21st, coming back on the 5th of February.
Say it again. I was reading something.
I'm leaving on the 21st and coming back on the February 5th.
So that's 15 days.
Yeah. No, I'm going. It's a family thing. Family thing. Go with the wife. We're going. And then I'm married. Basil, I can't do boom.
He's a wifey. He calls her a wifey.
I can get that anytime for free. Well, I don't know about that free stuff.
There's always a price. There's always a price.
Still got to pay. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you're married. You still got to pay.
It's always a price to pay with women. It's just how you pay.
Exactly. You pay one way or the other. It doesn't matter.
No way you just get everything for free.
This is a different type of payment. You're correct.
Maybe the wife's into it. I'm not judging.
Nah.
What's a Japan boom boom besides just boom boom having women?
No, just go get with her family. She's got family there too.
All right.
I'm gonna give me some anime. I'm gonna go get some anime. I'm gonna go to a jazz club. They have really nice jazz clubs there too. I check those out. They have really good music there.
Japan's big.
Oh yeah, music. Oh yeah, they're big time music.
Is it funky jazz or like old school jazz?
They do funk. No, they do funk and they do old school jazz too. They're really they're really pretty good at it. They really like it.
The bar I go to on Friday nights is funky jazz and rhythm and blues. That's where I go. And Friday and Saturday nights.
I was just looking up. I just favored some clubs that I want to go to.
All right. Hey, we're up to 7 people. We're cruising. This is nonstop. All right, 7 people. No women tonight. All right.
Yeah, the food's really good. It's very clean there. It's pretty clean. Lost in Translation, up or down?
The movie?
With Bill Murray,
That's a good movie.
it was okay. Okay.
Isn't Scarlett Johansson? She's in a new movie right now. In what? She's in a new movie. I saw it when I was on American Airlines, and they were saying, there's also a new action flick out that came out. What was
something with The Rock regarding Santa Claus?
No, there's another one that came out. A really big movie that just came out.
Wicked's coming out.
Yeah.
Oh, Emmett Smith on the sidelines. Emmett, they need you.
I always liked watching Wizard of Oz when I was a kid.
Oh yeah.
Our family, I had a family of 8. No, 6. We had 6 kids, and Wizard of Oz since 1958, which was the year before I was born. They would put it on TV every the second Sunday in February, whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
Every year, they did that for 30 years or whatever. We sat down and watched it every year.
Oh yeah, same thing with us, Mark. We had the same. We had 6 in our family too. We'd watch Wizard of Oz, the classic.
Toto too. Toto. I'll get you, my pretty.
No, the best one is when she dies and the soldier's like, "You've killed her." It's like, okay, you've killed her.
I'm melting.
What a world! What a world! I always use that. What a world! What a world! Who could think a little?
That was ahead of its time. That movie. It's like King Kong, the first King Kong movie. They didn't know how they were actually going to make the movie when it started. The techniques that they did in the movie, they invented. I saw this, documentary on it. It's like, oh, we weren't exactly sure how we were going to do it, but we figured it out eventually.
Yeah, it was in the 50s, Mark. I mean, it was in the 30s. Yeah, no 50s.
1939.
Yeah, 1939. Yeah, the Lollipop song. Yeah, Dennis. That was always a favorite one.
They released it in 1939. Didn't make any money. Basically broke even. But then they re-released it in 1949, and it made money. And then in 1958, they started putting it on TV because they got paid a lot of money, I guess, for that. Yeah. So, unfortunately, you had to always deal with commercials back then.
Yeah, I know. All right. Still do.
No, I don't know. I have YouTube TV. I tape everything. Even the football games that I watched yesterday, I was not caught up until probably around beginning of the fourth quarter. I was watching it. I fast forward through most everything. Like the Green Bay game, I started half hour, 45 minutes late. Same thing with the Bills game. Yeah, I can't stand all those commercials. So I just don't look at the internet because I don't want to see that score. That's the only problem is when I'm watching the 1:00 game, I can't check out the other 1:00 scores if I do that because there's a lot of games I don't want. Peter Pan movie. Right. Yeah, they used to have that on Disney and stuff like that, right? Peter Pan.
No, the best. No, Sound of Music. Sound of Music.
Sound of
Music. They always had on. Always had. Yeah, they always had. I know all the. My mom used to play that with us. Play it for us. To calm us all down.
Sound of Music. Is Otani's image everywhere in Japan? Well, you'll let us know when you get there, right?
Yeah, I'll let you know. I'm not going to be on the air. Sorry, I'm enjoying myself. You're gonna be doing solo, Mark.
When you're not here? Oh.
Yeah, when I'm on vacation, you're gonna be doing solo.
Solo videos too?
Yeah, I think so, because I'm gonna be enjoying myself.
All right. What is it, January 21st, you said? Oh, you got to do football playoffs, though. Jeez.
Playoffs?
Not to comment on the football playoffs for myself. Maybe I'll get a guest commentator.
Why don't you just do it? Get an AI person.
Someone thought you were AI one time.
Yeah, that was funny.
No, I could get a friend of mine to do it. It's because it doesn't take much to do it. You can do it without a mic if you need to. You can just do it with your computer if your computer's got a good sound system. And it's not hard to figure out how to log in, right, Rob? Like when the first time you did it was easy.
No, it's easy. It's very easy. Yeah, it's easy. I like my wife's laugh. She's pretty funny.
You guys doing unrivaled videos during the season?
Oh yeah. We're right there.
Caitlin Clark's playing, yeah.
No, even if she was playing, I wouldn't do it.
Really?
You'd do it by yourself. If she was playing 3-on-3, I wouldn't do it.
You
wouldn't care.
No, I don't. I'm not sure I'd do. Oh, you mean live? Oh, I don't know if I'd do live.
No.
I would comment on the league and how Caitlin Clark's playing, but I certainly won't do unrivaled without Caitlin Clark. A live game? I don't know. I may do one.
And Stuart passes it over to she passes over to this.
No, because the playoffs are going to be going on at that time. The NFL playoffs are going to be going on. I'd rather do live.
When's the Super Bowl?
It's like the second week in February, I think. I can tell you the date, but it's like. But you're going to be going on when the playoffs are going on, Rob.
Yeah, it's Chinese New Year's. Chinese New Year's. Oh, geez, I'm going to miss the inauguration. Oh, I should stay. Not. It's right across the river from me, boy.
February 9th. So it's the second Sunday in February.
Okay.
And so February 2nd. Rob, when are you coming back? You said February what?
On the 5th.
Oh, yeah. So the you'll be here for Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'll be jet lagged.
Not live commentary videos. Yeah, I would comment on Rivaled as long as Caitlin Clark's playing. Otherwise, I don't think
how you can even comment on it. How can you comment on it? 3-3.
You comment on how the teams are playing and how Caitlin Clark's playing.
It's 3-on-3. It's freaking boring ass basketball. It's worse than watching.
watching
grass.
I'm the strongest critic. I think I can't believe they got like 12 investors. I just like you got investors without Caitlin Clark signing on. That's weird.
Oh, I know what I asked. I know what I asked our. What do you guys think about Teresa Witherspoon being a coach for one of the teams? How about that?
Well,
Witherspoon's going to be one of the coaches.
That's all the more reason for Caitlin Clark not to play. She'll be
That's
attacked.
what I'm saying. They freaking hired Witherspoon, the thug coach.
I literally was very, very surprised at that, Rob.
Ugh.
Very almost shocked that when I saw that she got hired. I was like, I thought her coaching career, other than high school level, was over with.
It was brutal.
I really did. I she showed everything bad about coaching.
Yeah, what skills is she going to teach them? Again, thuggery and how to foul and how to do intentional fouls if she drives to the hoop.
I don't know. She is bad, Rob. I agree with you.
Ugh. Boxing reunited. It feels so good.
Oh, the football video has 5 views, Rob, and Caitlin Clark has almost 3,000. Football video didn't go up until like 5:45 today. Caitlin Clark went up around 1 o'clock or so.
4 7-minute quarters. That is strange. For 3-on-3. 4 7-minute quarters. That's strange.
Is that what they're doing?
Yeah.
7-minute quarters? That's a weird number.
Yeah, I think you're right, Beza. There is a certain group of people, you don't have to say, that still like Spoon. And you don't need to say what group that is.
Gangsters? Because she's gangster. She's really gangster, Rob.
You got to say it right, Mark. It's gangsta.
Well,
gangsta.
She's gangsta.
You are white. Well, you are really white.
It's an Italian thing, Rob. It's not even a white or black thing. It's Italian.
No. The gangsta is a black thing. Gangster is more Italian. With gangsta. There you go.
Gangsta. I think Coach Sides will get one of the coach jobs. Well, I would have hired her before I hired Witherspoon, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
In a heartbeat. But so I'm surprised she didn't get one before Witherspoon did. You know, she has some coaching experience and she's not a jerk. like I don't know what word to use for Witherspoon.
Well, I can use a bunch. Freaking
Use a bunch, but she's just everything about her was awful. So there was nothing that she did.
no. I mean, like I said before. I mean, when someone gets hurt and you applaud it and don't do anything about it or reprimand your player for doing something wrong like that. That goes with what we're talking about with parents. Oh, the kid can do nothing. Well, not my Johnny. They would never do that. Or you don't condemn it. Don't even say anything about it right after.
Mark has not learned his hard consonants. Meaning the F word and the S word. I did slip up and say S earlier. Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
One person said they were glad that we do videos without swearing. One woman said, a couple women said that. They go, yeah, I'm glad we don't. Because like Ben Daniels' podcast.
Oh gosh. He
starts swearing and just like, and he repeats himself too with the swearing. So it's just like,
yeah, it gets kind of.
I agree with his commentary. I think his commentary is good. I think he's a smart guy, but he repeats himself and he swears too much for my taste.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And same thing with AK Nation. He makes some good comments, but it takes him a long time to get there.
Yeah, it's like okay, and
not those a hard R versus a soft and ECT. I swear in real life.
Yeah, I do too.
Like yesterday, Amazon was driving me crazy. I didn't change my credit card thing, and I just put the order in, and I forgot to update the credit card. So, like,
no, Mark. No, the thing that would have had you swearing would be that if you watched that Netflix with Mike Tyson, and that one freaking Netflix was horrible. It was unbelievable.
The deal with YouTube and the 8-minute threshold. So, if your video is at least 8 minutes long, they put another commercial halfway through for you. So you get an extra commercial. If it's less than 8 minutes long, they don't put a mid commercial in for you. So today, one of our videos did not make it to 8 minutes because I didn't realize we had so many things that we had to edit out because we stopped and talked and stuff. So one of them ended up like 7 minutes and 23 seconds. But the other ones were all over. Yeah, you notice the video, Mitch's videos are all like between 8 and 10 minutes long. And
we get paid for that, and we get massive money from that, right, Mark?
Yeah, massive money.
Massive money.
That's why you see Mick Hoop's videos are all the same length. Yeah, his videos are a lot of them between 8 and 9 minutes, 8 and 10 minutes. But other people we shoot for that, but I don't make it a 100% rule. If I don't have that much to talk about, I just do a 4 or 5 minute video and just say, forget it. Because I don't want to bore people with repeating.
Can you guys believe that? Mark doesn't have enough to talk about. Can you believe that?
I have more to talk about. I just don't want to ramble on too much.
Bezos laughing.
Hey, when you got good stuff, you got to share it, Rob.
Yeah. Yeah, Mark.
So I have a choice between watching the second half of last night's game or watching the live Dallas game, which was with no quarterback. So who's their quarterback? Who's their backup quarterback, Rob?
Some white guy.
Some white guy. That narrows it down.
I think it's Cooper. I think is it Cooper?
Is that what it is?
I think it's his name.
Let me go to Dallas Cowboys.
I'm talk about the Plowboys.
But they don't call it the Cowboys here in Philadelphia, though. They don't call them the Cowboys. I don't think I ever heard Cowboys.
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna unsub if you start saying so. Yeah.
What's that?
In mixed video, he says "so yeah" a lot.
So yeah, a lot. He says he mispronounces words too, but it's more because of an accent. What? He says what, and then what's some other words he can't pronounce? So Cooper Rush, is that his name?
Yeah.
Cooper Rush, he's the quarterback, and Trey Lance too. Trey Lance is the quarterback sometimes.
Trey Lance of North Dakota State. He was good there. He left too early though. He should have stayed in.
They believe Cooper Rush is a better passer, obviously. So Cooper Rush has played 5 games and 56%, 212 yards in 5 games. No, I guess he didn't play. He didn't start 5 games. That's right. Doesn't say how many games he started.
Basically, you like the Plowboys? You gonna hate on the Texans?
1 TD and 1 interception. Well, Dak Prescott wasn't playing well anyways. He had 11 TDs and 8 interceptions. His quarterback rating was 86. He wasn't playing that well anyways. So Mick Hoops, I don't know how he makes so many videos and still watches as much basketball as he claims.
Yeah.
You hate the Cowboys, we need the Texans. I don't think the Texans are going to lose against a backup quarterback. Sorry. It's in Dallas. That's about the best shot they got. You never know with special teams and turnovers, but I don't see it happening.
Oh, you just need them to lose. Okay. Well, I just need Stroud to get at least 16 points on my fantasy.
I wouldn't bet the money on the Cowboys.
Who cares about
the Texans need a win? They're gonna be pretty pumped up for.
That's not really football. We got real football coming up, you guys. We got USA and Jamaica. That's real football.
USA and Jamaica.
This is Jamaica. Come on, for the CONCACAF.
Like soccer deck, or what are you talking about? What's USA?
Yeah, soccer. Yeah, that's football. Yeah, the real football.
Football.
That's real football. Come on, who's going to watch this Monday night game? Forget that.
Well, I don't find soccer exciting enough, so I don't think that's going to happen, Rob.
Well, Mark, you remember the soccer when it came to Rochester. I got to see Pele though when they played when we had our team, the Rochester Lancers. Remember
my neighbors went to that game.
Oh, it was wow! At Hollander Stadium.
He scored a penalty kick. I know he scored a penalty kick. I know that. I know the game.
No, he scored on a bicycle kick.
It was in Rochester?
Yeah, it was at the game at Hollander Stadium. He scored on a bicycle kick.
He must have played there twice then, because when they came home from the game, I go to Pele score. He goes, "Yeah, but it was a penalty kick." Yeah, the Cosmos were Rochester. Pele played in Rochester. He played twice. He played more than 1 year. He played more. He scored on a bicycle kick in Rochester.
I think so. At least the game I saw.
Like 77, stuff like that. 76, 77. 75 to 77, I think he played in America. Let me look it up.
They had an awesome team. They had Canalia. They had Beckenbauer from France. He just recently passed. Beckenbauer, Canalia from Italy, and they had Carl Jr. playing for him too.
Yeah, I think he played more than 1 year in the United States. So that means he would have played Rochester Americans more than once. So he probably did play. So they must have been a different game.
Not Americans, Lancers. Americans, the hockey team.
Let me just see. Oh, Pele's dead. Just kidding.
Yeah, he died last year.
I know. I'm kidding. I know he was dead.
But it was amazing to see him. I mean, all those guys that they brought were past their prime. I mean, George Best, he played for England. He was a freaking drunk. He played the game while he was drunk out there in the West Coast.
Yeah, he was supposed to be a very talented player, though.
Yeah, he was even when he was drunk, he was talented.
Let's see.
There's some good players. Okay.
All right. Well, Cup. Style of play. They're not even mentioning this in here. What was the name of the league, Rob? Do you remember?
NASL.
NASL.
North American Soccer.
I know, but I'm going to the Wikipedia, and you think he would talk about that part of his career, at least a paragraph about it. All right, here it is. New York Cosmos. I don't know why. Okay. He came out of semi-retirement to sign with the Cosmos for the 75 season. Made his debut June 15th, 1975. And he led the Cosmos to the 77 Soccer Bowl, so he played 3 years. Yep. So that, yeah. Okay. In the second leg of the semifinals against the Rochester Lancers, the Cosmos won 4-1.
Yeah.
So he led the Cosmos to their second Super Bowl title with a 2-1 win over Seattle in '77. All right.
Yeah, Seattle was pretty good.
So he would have played in Rochester if they played back-to-backs, like one. I don't know how big the league was back then. I forgot. But he would have played in Rochester more than once if he played 3 years.
Montgomery, Barca, Guadalajara, good stuff. Oh, because he wanted too much money. Oh, because he wanted too much money. That's why. Oh, okay.
Over the next few years, other players came into the league, including Johan. How do you pronounce it? Cruyff?
Johan Cruyff. Yeah, Cruyff. Yeah, Johan Cruyff. He was really good. He's
Buzio, Bobby Moore, George Best, and Gordon Banks. I don't know who Gordon Banks is. The other
Gordon
players.
Banks, yeah, he was from England. Yeah, Gordon Banks from England.
Franz Beckenbauer was amazing.
Yeah, Beckenbauer from Germany. Yeah, he was good. Canalia.
Georgia Canaglia played.
Canalia,
and Carlos Alberto.
Yeah.
Alberto.
Really good. Alberto, yeah.
So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. About 9 famous players came over.
And like I said, they had a Carl Rowe Jr. on their team. Do you remember Carl Rowe Sr.?
Carl Rowe Sr.?
Yeah, he was an announcer, I think, for ABC.
No.
Yeah, Kennelly was a jerk. They didn't like him.
Who didn't like? Who's that flash in the pan who?
The American guy
who was supposed to be the next Pele.
Adu. It was Adu.
Freddie Adu. I am convinced he is 3 years older than he says he is.
Yeah.
If I've gone back and I've looked at his interview on 60 Minutes, and he was 5'8", 140 pounds when he was 14 years old. He never got bigger than that.
Yeah, he's not even playing.
He seemed very, very mature and old sounding. And you can see him in interviews.
Right.
He's and he never got really. And the reason they thought he was so good is because he was actually 17 and not 14. And I think he was a bust. And I think one of the reasons he was a bust is because he was just a very good player. He wasn't a great player for his age because he was 17 and not 14. And that's the reason he was a bust.
Right.
And they've researched this and they can't figure out when he was born. They can't prove one way or another when he was born. Sports Illustrated went over there and everything, and they couldn't find any records one way or another to prove how old he was.
That's kind of how they are in China. They don't know. You don't know the age.
You can look it up. I am convinced he's 3 years older than he was. Because
like Soto. Soto says he's 26. I'm like, no way. He's not 26. You're right, boxing bug. He's not 26.
Who's Juan Soto? Who is he?
What? Who's Juan Soto?
I know the name, but who is he?
Oh boy.
Who is he? Is he a soccer player?
No, Mark. He's a baseball player. One of the best baseball players. Yeah.
I've heard the name. Right field.
Yeah, Yankees.
Yankees suck. No, I
don't like the Yankees. You know me, my Mets.
I thought I heard the name. I just couldn't remember. I don't follow baseball that closely.
Yeah, he was here down. He used to play for the here in Washington. He's a right fielder. Yeah, with my Mets. My Mets want him.
He's
He
lying
got the
about his
money.
age too. Juan Soto's lying about his age.
Oh, he's not 26. Yeah,
There was that one guy they caught,
no way.
Danny, whatever his name is. They caught him. He was like 2 years older than he was, and he was a pitcher in the Little World Series.
Well, they
And then
cut,
he
they
ended
cut the Taiwanese. They cut the Taiwanese. They banned the Taiwanese little league team because they, like I said, they don't keep track of their ages. So they took away some of the
Rob,
titles.
They were cheating in two different ways when they were winning all those Junior World Series. Not only were they too old, they have to be from a certain geographic area.
Right.
And they would pull people from that's the speculation. Danny Almonte, he was like 2 years older than he said he was.
Yeah, Danny Almonte. Yeah,
they were cheating in two different ways. That wasn't even fair. None of those, all those titles should be stripped from them.
Yeah, they were pulling them from all. I mean, they weren't pulling them like they are now, like from the specific city, like Kaohsiung, whatever. They were pulling from the whole country of Taiwan, like an all-star thing.
I know, it was stupid. And then then people say, "Oh, you're just sour grapes because you're American." No, if they were so great, they would have made it in the major leagues eventually. None of them made it in the major leagues.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was bullshit. And it's too bad because a lot of people didn't win titles. It's just like people lost to steroids. People in steroids, it's the same thing. They were just cheaters. So anyway.
All right, I'm about to make dinner. I'm putting some pork chops on the George Foreman grill. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, pork chops. Don't buy pork chops, Rob. Buy country style pork ribs. They're better than pork chops.
Oh, you were telling me about that.
I'm serious. Pork chops are dry. These are not dry, and they're not as fatty as ribs. They're country style pork ribs. You can get them boned or deboned.
Well, I like the pork chops.
They're better. Just trust me. And they're good on the grill too. You just barbecue.
Okay.
I'll cook them for you, Rob.
I'm coming up, sweetie. I'll be back in about a couple of hours. I'm going to Philly.
Rob doesn't go grocery shopping. What do you do? You make groceries?
We make groceries, man. He
doesn't shop for groceries. He makes groceries.
Yeah, make groceries. I gotta go make groceries.
I've never heard that phrase before, Rob.
Mark's very white. He's never heard of make groceries. You guys got to help him out.
Rob, pork chop is like, of all the types of pork, that's like my least favorite because like pork loin, he just mentioned pork loin.
You gotta know how to cook it. I mean, a lot of people. I leave it.
I know how to cook, Rob. I know there's very little marbling and fat in it. It doesn't matter how you cook it. It's always going to be dry to some extent.
No, it's not. Mine are not dry the way I cook it. They're not dry. Sorry. You gotta know how to cook. A lot of people don't know how to cook pork chops.
I know how to cook
too long.
I'm saying they're okay. They can be semi-moist.
I mean the boneless pork chops you got to watch out because if you have the bone in it, it's a lot easier.
Yeah, Rob, that term that's a black term. Make groceries.
Yeah, basically, never heard that. Make groceries.
I never heard that phrase before until a month ago when you first said it. Clearly, Mark does not when he's no. That's actually not true. I'm actually an expert cook. I just think. If you're going to cook two things, why not start with a better product? And pork chops are the worst product of all the types of pork that I know. I can get pork loins to be moister than a pork chop because they're thicker, and I can slow cook that and make it moister. But pork chop,
no, I don't. No, I just piss, Basil. I don't make water. I just piss.
No, make water. No, country style pork ribs. I cook it on a grill for you, Rob. It's not even close to pork chop.
You're gonna turn me into. I think that's the next one I'm gonna buy, Mark. I'm gonna buy pork.
You can buy them unboned or boned or deboned.
I'm gonna do that.
Once you do, you can cook however you cook your pork chops. You can cook them the exact same way, and I guarantee you. Now the cuts aren't all the same.
Uh-huh.
That's the interesting thing about country style pork ribs. Some cuts are better than others. Some cuts have more marbling and fat than others.
Right.
So they're different levels of moisture and dryness and fattiness to them because you just have to picture it like this, the piece of meat like that. So that's interesting about it. They're not all the same cut. But
of course not, because they're coming off of ribs, so they're not going to be. If you're doing the ribs, they're not going to be the same.
Right, but they're better. The regular ribs are fattier, so that's why they're better. That's why they're in between pork chops and ribs. They're better.
Do you like Do you like the fatty part or just meat part? Or like both?
Both. But I like the fact that it's not as dry as a pork chop and not as fatty as a rib. So that's why I like both. Anyways, it's 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Time
Rob's
to eat.
got to make groceries.
No, I'm not making
I didn't have
groceries.
time
I'm
to eat
cooking.
dinner. I was too busy doing the videos, and I had to go get my lab test results, which I'll tell you about, Rob. Uh-oh. You don't need that.
That's not good for your basil. It's not good.
That's why you don't eat the pork. That's why you don't eat the ribs, because the ribs are too fatty.
Yeah.
The vegetable pork ribs, I'm saying that, and there's variations on how much fat there, depending on what slice you got and what slice. So you can actually eat a pork rib with less fat in it, but still juicier than a pork chop. Or you can eat the ones that have a little bit more fat in them too, if you want more fat. Anyway, all right, so we're going to end this show tonight. If you want to donate to the channel, there's super chats and super thanks, and we'll do another one next Monday. Rob, are you working next Monday, or don't you have your schedule yet?
I have to check my schedule. I think I am. Yes, I think I have to check.
So I'm on my own. All right. So there's 4 new videos up today, guys, and I'll have a basketball one up as soon as I edit it.
All right. Peace out, you guys. Thanks for stopping by always. Boxing, Basil, all you guys.
All right.
Bobby. All right. Later.
Take care, you guys.